Hello and welcome. My name is Space Muffin, and this is the Void Strategy. Today we have a little bit of a different video today. Today we're going to talk about really, with the announcements of Age of Empires Mobile and, this kind of us being a mobile strategy channel. I want to talk about falling into the mobile trap. The trap of spending thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars on these mobile games, and a lot of these games, that's what they're designed for. They're designed to get you hooked and get you trapped in. And so I've experienced this a little bit, when playing, a lot of games. I started off playing Hearthstone, back in the day, back in 2014. The game, and I kind of talk about this if you watch a lot of the videos, a lot of these games, like specifically Hearthstone and Warcraft Rumble, they're free to play. And I wouldn't necessarily call them pay to win. I wouldn't necessarily say that this is a pay to win situation, but it's pay to progress. And the absolute top tier players are going to, obviously probably be spending a lot of money. My philosophy in, games like Hearthstone and Warcraft Rumble is, pick a couple of heroes, pick a couple of types of decks that you want to run, and collect minis from and cards from that, and then kind of ignore the other things. Because if you start just buying, pack after this, I mean, you can spend a little bit of money, but it can get out of control really quickly. So number one, I would say, is limit it. So if you're playing, in the case of Warcraft Rumble, hey, I'm only gonna do Hogger and Tyrion, right? And, that kind of limits you there. And then once you've kind of collected the Hogger and Tyrion units that you need for your deck, you can then expand because, you might say, oh, I want to run Old Murkai, right? And, so like some of the units cross over from Old Murkai to Hogger. You can look at it like that, so that's number one. Number one is like pick a few decks, pick a few heroes. Don't go crazy, pick things that are going to overlap. And when you do, so in the case of Warcraft Rumble, when you do your Arclight Surge, you get gold from that. You're going to get gold from the Arclight Surge. And yeah, it's not as quick, right? But if you have a plan, right? So if you know what talents you're going to be getting, if you know what units you're going to be getting, then you will be able to spend less money, if that makes any sense. And so when you do buy the epic packs or whatever it is that you're buying, you will be able to spend that gold a lot more wisely rather than just buying every single unit possible. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of number one. Number two, I would say, is have a plan. This kind of, I kind of mentioned this before, but really having a plan on what you want to do with the game. Do you want to just do PvE? Do you want to be top tier PvP, right? Because the meta does change, pretty quickly in Warcraft Rumble when a new deck comes out, but you can get to gold pretty easy on just one deck if you just have like a Tyrion deck that you've been using for the past 3 seasons. And then when that new unit does come out, it might affect your deck, it might not affect your deck. So really having a plan and understanding what you want to do. Number 3 is you're going to exchange time for money. Either you're going to put a lot of time into the game or you're going to put a lot of money into the game. So as I kind of mentioned, with, doing your daily quest, doing your Arclight Surge, things like that, that costs time. You know what I mean? And so you want to be able to spend your time wisely and do what's going to, maximize your value. So in the case of Arclight Surge, you're getting your daily quest taken care of, but you're also getting gold from those Surge quests. Obviously, if you want to do the dungeons, those dungeons are going to help you out. It's going to help level up your army. It's going to also, do the dailies. So in using your time wisely, you don't want to necessarily just be on the game all day. If you've done everything that you need to do for the day, log off. You know what I mean? You don't have to be like me or other YouTubers where we are just constantly just playing the game. We're doing it for you guys, so you guys can see what decks or what units you might want to build. So in the theme of using your time correctly, you also want to make sure that you're getting the proper talents, right? So in the case of of Warcraft Rumble, you don't just want to. You want to make sure like the planning, right? So you want to make sure that you're getting the right talents for the right units, because that is something that can really make or break your build, if that makes any sense. So there's a synergistic system that we're using here that is being efficient with what you're doing in the game, rather than falling into the trap of just buying every single pack. So for me, I don't even buy every single pack, right? Like, there are some packs I just don't buy because I don't need to buy them. Don't fall into that trap. And I made this video really just to help you guys, not fall into the mobile gaming trap, because it's different. It's different than a AAA game, or a game that's on console or PC where, maybe you just pay one time and, but they get us into this live service strategy. And that's kind of the downfall of a lot of these mobile games. Some mobile games are more egregious than others, and I kind of pick and choose which ones that I play. I want to do ones that you can be competitive in and also, not pay to win, basically. I think there's, you want to, pay to win versus pay to progress. And I think a lot of the games that I'm playing are pay to progress. That level of progression varies, but I think Warcraft Rumble thus far has been pretty fair on its monetization strategy. And that's one of the reasons why I like playing it over something like Clash of Clans. Not saying that Clash is a bad game, but in my humble opinion, I believe that Warcraft Rumble has a little bit more leeway. That's just me, though. Once again, I'm going to sound like a broken record. If you want to get every single unit in the game, if you want to get every single talent in the game, if you want to max out every single thing, you're probably going to be paying in money, or you're going to be spending a lot of time. So that's it for this video today, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching. Leave a comment in the video, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, we will see you guys in the next video.